Hey everybody, this is Brian with the Instructional Technology Coordinator team with another of our Intro to the Core apps for iPad. And this time we're going to look at one called Google Drive. And Google Drive is an app that is kind of constantly upgrading and improving. And so when you see this video next, or when you first get a chance to view this video, Google Drive may be much better than it is today, but at least you have an idea what the app is for. First, let me just give you some context. So when you have a Google Apps for Education account, as we all do in the School District of Waukesha, students and teachers, we are given some storage space in that, and that storage space is called Google Drive. And for those of you familiar with the term, this is files stored in the cloud. And for those of you who aren't familiar with that term, basically what it means is that files are stored somewhere off-site, and we don't have to worry about not having access to an H drive at home or having files stuck on a computer. We now can get our files anywhere that we have a web browser. We could access Google Drive files, and many people do access Google Drive files by going into Safari and picking out their, picking out their files that way. Let's see if I can find some things here. So if I go to drive.google.com, suppose I could use the shortcut. There we go. I can get into my Google account just fine from this direction, and I can start to use Google Drive that way. But what you'll notice here, and it's just in the smallest portion of this, at the bottom you'll see that I have either a mobile or a desktop version of that, and that's because Google Drive doesn't work particularly well on a mobile platform just yet. A lot of the Google products don't work perfectly, and so there are some apps that you can use to kind of enhance that, and that's what the Google Drive app does. So nothing wrong with getting through to Google Drive through Safari or through the Chrome browser. In fact, it's a little better through the Chrome browser. But using the specified Google Drive app, we get a little bit more functionality. I'm going to go in and take a look at this one, and we'll back out here for just a moment. Okay, so here you can take a quick look of some of our files that I've got stored into Google Drive, things that I have been working on my laptop. First and foremost, things to note here. Here you can see I am logged in, and I can pull up some options here for signing in and signing out. If you happen to be in a cart-based system where you're sharing iPads between kids, this is how you'd have kids sign in or sign out of their Google accounts and access their Drive. So this would be the place to do that. Sorry about that. And the next thing to kind of be aware of is just how much storage you're actually using. So here you can see I've got 5% used of my 5 gigs in Google Drive. So that's that. The next thing to be aware of is that I've got my Drive featured here, and these are all the files that I have created that are available in my Google Drive. If I scroll up just a little bit, you'll see got lots and lots of things, but I've also got file folders available there as well. So you can see I've got a whole bunch of different things here. If I click on Shared With Me, I will see some other pieces that people have shared with me. Starred points to things that are very important that I have marked as important. Recent shares things in a chronological order, last changes made or last time I viewed them. And then Offline, which is a nice feature, allows you to take certain files offline and work with them if you know that you're not going to be in an internet connected area. That's a really nice feature that comes with the Google Drive app. Up on top, you're going to see the search bar, so I can go do my typical search for Google Drive documents. I can create a new document or a new folder. We hope that in the future more options will be made here, such as new form, new spreadsheet, things like that. But this is a pretty recent upgrade. Notice I can also upload photos or videos to my Google Drive account, or I can use the onboard camera to make those files present, and they will go into Google Drive as well. Remember that Google Drive does more than just store Google Docs. It stores pretty much any kind of file you put up into it. Alright, let's find one that we can go on into, and we're going to use Google Sites embed code here. You'll notice that when I click on this little arrow right here, it's going to give me some more information about this document. For instance, who has access to the document. I can scroll that there. Here, if I click Available Offline, that'll go into my available offline folder so I can edit and view this later. Okay. When I click Edit Document, that's going to get me into the editing mode, which I'll show in just a moment. Okay. And then I'm going to also show you this one up here, which is I can do the typical things I would be able to do with a Google document. I can share it with others, I can rename it, or I can bring this into my drive. If I click Add to my drive, it says, hey, what folders do you want to put that into? And so this is a way for me to do my organization of these files right within Google Drive document. Or I can remove it entirely. The last thing I'm going to share with you, though, is the editing portion of this. So I've just clicked Edit Document, and here it comes. Here's some information that we've got available to us here. You'll notice that just like any Word document or any word processing document, I can use all of the information here to type whatever it is that I need to type. Okay. Up at the top, I have the ability to bold, italicize, change fonts, underline, bullet, indent, all of those kinds of things. Now you won't be able to see this here, but this is one of the nice additions to the new Google Drive. One of the benefits of Google Drive and Google Docs has been the ability to collaboratively edit, meaning more than one person can be in a document at the same time. That is available now in the Google Drive option, meaning that if there were others online, either on an iPad, on a PC, on their phone, who are in this document at the same time, we would see multiple cursors in here of different colors, and I would see people live typing. Now there's a little bit of a delay that I find in this, unlike in, for instance, typical Google Docs, but still the ability to collaboratively work on a document right within the Google Drive app is pretty powerful. I've just clicked on the person's view up here, and here you would see if there were other people that were able to work on this with me and in the document at the same time. So that's the Google Docs, Google Drive app, and again, just to give an idea of what it can do and why you might use this over going to a web browser to do the same thing. Lots more functionality, and as I've said, I truly believe that Google's on the move to make their applications more mobile friendly, and this is a really good sign that that's happening. So check it out and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot for your time.